Yes, well, let's move on to matters in Scotland, and it's been quite a weekend. We have here our press release from Police Scotland. Investigation into Scottish National Party funding and finances. Woman arrested. And we can just pop that on the screen. There we go. And a 52-year-old woman was today, Sunday the 11th June 2023, arrested as a suspect in connection with an ongoing investigation into the funding and finances of the Scottish National Party. At the time of the release, she was in custody and being questioned. A report will be sent to the Procurator Fiscal. Now, this, of course, relates to the £666,000 donated by supporters of independence for a ring-fence fund to fund the next independence referendum campaign, which seems to have rather been redistributed. And that's the whole subject of the investigation. Now, as it happened, by happy coincidence, UK column reporter Di was viewing a film called Adult Human Female with a group of women in Scotland called Women Won't Wheesht, who have been campaigning essentially to have their voices heard, to have their opinions heard, in an environment where the state, the establishment, and Nicola Sturgeon personally has been telling them their opinions are invalid over gender recognition and what it is to be a woman. And they don't think their opinions are invalid and they want to be heard. So they were watching this film in a pub in Coatbridge because they tried twice to watch it in a university town in Scotland, and the activists had basically prevented the film from being shown. But in a gritty working class town in central Scotland, the activists didn't show up and the women could actually see the film they wanted to watch. This next video, this is what they did when they heard the news that Nicola Sturgeon had been arrested. The women of Scotland letting you know how they feel. Now, the political reaction to this has been very interesting. Here we see the BBC reporting that former Justice Secretary, now Alba MP Kenny MacAskill, said the SNP is in danger of being a drag upon the cause of independence. Their vote is going to be diminishing. They're under the cloud. It's not going away anytime soon. This will tarnish the independence cause. What we require is to have a firewall between the SNP and the independence movement. I wonder what that will look like. We've got also Jackie Baillie, Deputy Head of Labour in Scotland, saying that Humza Yousaf should suspend Ms Sturgeon because of the ongoing investigation. I've no doubt in my mind he absolutely needs to do that, she said. And recent candidate for leadership of the SNP, Ash Regan, said the probe into the party's finances could be a distraction. Oh gosh, you think? Could be a distraction, adding, I think Nicola Sturgeon should perhaps consider voluntarily resigning her SNP membership until this can be cleared up. Resigning would reaffirm Ms Sturgeon's commitment to the principles of the party. So the best thing Ms Sturgeon can do for the party is to resign. That's what it's come to politically. Nicola Sturgeon protests her innocence. She said, to find myself in the situation I did today when I am certain I've committed no offence is both a shock and deeply distressing. And the national SNP fanzine quotes her as, I know beyond doubt that I'm innocent. So it's rather prejudging the issue, using language that relates to courtroom, I think. But she's obviously protesting her innocence. The whole thing will be before the Procurator Fiscal and may or may not come to court. We will see.
David, incredible events, because of course over the weekend there was a huge amount of material about Boris Johnson and what was happening with the Conservatives, and then the news came through Sunday, I think it was, about Nicola Sturgeon. Do you think women dancing in a pub in joy at hearing the news would be hate dancing for Mariana Spring?
Well, it's in a working class town. So Mariana Spring would never know because she'd never go to a working class town.
Okay.